Okay, is this working? There we go. It's working. It's showing my screen too. So today we are going to be reacting to the worst Hollow Knight Silksong review, and we're going to be doing it on stream. This is later going to become a video stream. Yeah, okay. Let's watch it.
After 7 long years, Silksong has finally released, and to near universal acclaim. In fact, it's been so positively received that the game had over 500 positive reviews 10 minutes after the game came out. Now, personally, I think you should have to play a game before you review it, but maybe the menu is just that impressive. Now, we all know that's not true. I mean, it is a nice menu, but people are reviewing the game before they even play it as a manifestation of their own hype. A game so hyped that it crashed Steam servers the day it came out. I was a dope looking at reviews 10 minutes after the game came out because I couldn't buy the game. In fact, it took over 4 hours for Steam to calm down enough to let me buy the game. And I'm letting you know all this so you understand that any...
Yeah, I got it like 4 hours after the game came out, and people had already beaten it. You know, and it was insane. People were so hyped about it. And now I get the hype. I was worrying, like, is this gonna be like worth it? But now I have 90 hours in it, and I'm replaying it for the second time, so
reviews or discussions surrounding Silksong you have to take with a massive grain of salt, positive or negative, because of how hyped this game was. One of the most hyped games of all time. If someone is willing to give a positive review to a game that they haven't even played yet, then they'll be incapable of noticing any flaw, minor or major. And it goes the same for negative reviews too. Some people are so hyped they're expecting something the game could never live up to, that any game could never live up to, because they're expecting not only the greatest game ever made, but something so fantastical that'll change their life forever. At the time of making this video, only 0.6% of people have even finished the game. Finishing a game takes time, and making a YouTube video or writing a review takes even more time. Most of the reviews...
Finishing the game took me like 30 hours, but that includes time between like just idling in like a random area because I was eating or something, so for a long time and a lot of the time. So, you know, I have gotten every single Steam achievement. I have 100% of the game. I've gotten every single collectible. I played this game a lot. This is like my favorite game, right?
Are from people who have not finished the game, and even that is being generous. Most of these people have barely experienced anything this game has to offer, just enough to confirm that it is in fact a new Hollow Knight game. They're letting the hype talk for them, not their brain. So because of the discourse surrounding this game being so muddied by hype, I'm making this video as objective as I can. I'm simply going to go through the positives, then the negatives, and only once we're done will I go into my feelings about how they affect the game and color.
Okay, I don't know if this is like a Hollow Knight reviewer is calling it, a Hollow Knight Silksong reviewer is calling it like really bad, like this game sucks, or if he's like actually giving it an honest review. I just clicked on a video that said reacting to the worst Hollow Knight reviews, Hollow Knight Silksong reviews, because I wanted to react to something about Hollow Knight Silksong, and like because I love it, I guess. I don't know, I'm just gonna shut up.
The whole experience and let you know if it was worth the wait, if it'll be one of the greatest games ever made, or if it ends up being the most overhyped game of all time and forever live in Hollow Knight's shadow. And before we begin, make sure to like the video, comment, hype the video if you're on your phone. So let's start with the positives. Now be aware, I will be comparing this game to the original a lot, because it is a true sequel. It is more of what you know and love from the original game, but as a sequel, it is expected to improve in some ways, which it does. So with that being said, this game controls so much better. And this is not to say that the controls in Hollow Knight were bad, it's that they were simple. Silksong just has more interesting movement than the original ever did, all the way down to the base moveset of Hornet, the main character. In the original game, one of the main mechanics used for both platforming and fighting was...
Okay, I might have been wrong about saying this is the worst Hollow Knight Silksong review. I mean, it's not too bad so far. They haven't said anything, like, bad.
The downward slash, a pogo. Very simple, very effective, easy to use, seen in many other games.
Oh god, he's gonna complain about the downward pogo. Perfect.
Most prominently Shovel Knight, but now in Silksong, your pogo, rather than a direct downward slash, you now dash downward at an angle, and if you hit anything within a set period of time, you will then pogo off of it. And although a minor change, this adds a lot of complexity and a lot more thought into how you're going to use this for platforming and in combat.
Is he gonna complain about this? Because I hate people that complain about the downward strike. Then again, you can literally get to Shellwood, not that hard, and then go get the Wanderer's Crest, or you can grind up 500 rosaries for a simple key from Peb. Then you can go through, the simple key route through Wormways, and then over there in Wormways, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's go over here, and then in Wormways, you can find. You can like go through Wormways and then get to Bone Sanctuary or whatever it's called, and then you can get the Wanderer's Crest, which is Hollow Knight movement, and then Reaper's Crest is like Greymoor, which that carried me through a lot of the game.
Very easy to tell if something is directly below you. It is much harder to memorize the angle, draw that line in your head in the midst of combat, and know exactly how long it's going to be active. Because if something is too far away from you, even if it's at the correct angle, you will still take damage if you don't intersect with them in time. This adds an extra level of mastery that should be in a sequel. The assumption is everyone who's playing this has already played the first game. They've already mastered the regular pogo, so now
Skills of Gaming.
Here's something a little cooler, a little faster, but harder to do. And once you do learn it, it is just as intuitive as the original design. By the end of the game, I had no problem pogoing off anything. I know I said I'd leave my feelings for the end, but I just have to say how much more fun this is.
I didn't like the downwards pogo at first. I still don't really like it with the Hunter's Crest. I actually do kind of like it now because I like run the game. I speedrun the game. My best time is like 4 hours and 10 minutes. I have, like as I said, I've gotten every single achievement, and that includes speedrunner. So yeah, that was pretty hard. And then you don't get a crest for the entirety of it, because I'd be going straight out of your way. So I've kind of fallen in love more with the downwards pogo of the Hunter's Crest.
Rather than just jumping over something and maintaining your position above them, you now have to bounce back and forth. Bounce, turn, bounce, turn. It's like a dance. You're weaving from one enemy to the other. And this extends to the other abilities as well. In Hollow Knight, you get a dash. Pretty cool. Get some invincibility frames on it. Becomes Shadow. Now, instead, you have a run. Now, in the air, it operates exactly the same way. It's just a dash. On the ground, it's a sprint. And this not only allows you to move through areas much faster...
Also, I want to just know that I did not know that you could backflip with that ability until today. I was playing the game again today, and I figured that out, and I was like, what? So yeah.
It is simply a more interesting ability. One, because of no invincibility frames this time. It's time to man up. You actually have to dodge the attacks. But when you're sprinting on the ground, you can't immediately jump out of it. The sprint has some weight to it. You pause a bit and leap forward. Just like the pogo, it adds more complexity, greater skill expression. Not to mention, it just looks neat. Big fan. And speaking of complexity, all those things I said about the moveset, yeah, you can actually change those. You have what are called crests in this game that completely change your moveset. Now, it's not extreme, but it does change all of your basic attacks, including your pogo. In fact, there's a crest that gives you the original pogo from the original game. So if you have a really hard time figuring out the new pogo, which is super cool and awesome, by the way, you do get the old one if you really need it, although it's much slower. It has a slight delay because this is like the heavy weapon crest. The original pogo would probably be way too OP for this game anyway. If you want something a little closer to the original, there's also a crest which gives you fast, quick attacks with much less range. So now it's the same speed as the original game, but much less range, making it more skillful, more interesting, more fun, in my opinion. Honestly, as cool as the crests are, which they are cool, I end up using just the original moveset the whole game. I never actually use the heavy pogo at any point in the...
I love the witch crest. That's really my main crest. Every single time I can get my hands on it, I get my hands on it.
The game because it's just a bit too slow. I did, however, use that crest to fight some of the later bosses because it gives you what's essentially a mana refill orb every time you attack an enemy after you've healed. So you heal, use all of your magic, which is silk in this game, then you hit the enemy and you get all your silk back. It's really good. But I spent all this time praising the original moveset because I like it, hence why I used it the whole game.
I beat like the entire game with the Reaper's crest. I got to the Citadel, and then I just kept using the Reaper's crest. Nothing else.
Alright, well, we've talked about the main character enough, and it's time to move on to what's the best part of this game, and what was the best part of Hollow Knight, and it's the bosses. In the bosses...
Okay, 1 second. Just gonna check if... Close. Okay.
Get real fucking good. Now, they start out pretty basic, but once the game thinks you're comfortable and you're ready for a real challenge...
Fourth course was my favorite boss fight until Scarsinger Carmelita, and Lost Lace is my second favorite boss. Fourth course is my third favorite boss, and my favorite boss is definitely still Scarsinger Carmelita. She was amazing. I beat her after a bunch of attempts. She was insanely hard.
The game throws banger after banger at you. Let me show you one of my favorites.
I hope he talks about the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing.
Now, remember the best boss from the first game? The Mantis Lords? Well, this is them, but I think a lot cooler, which is impressive because that was a great fight. These are the Clockwork Dancers, and from the beginning, you have to fight 2 at once.
Clockwork, it's kind of a nitpick now, because my friend Desmond used to call it the Clockwork Dancers, and then we realized it's not the Clockwork Dancers, it's the Cogwork, so yeah.
But it's manageable because they only attack in straight lines and at a distinct rhythm. They fight to a beat you can learn. And then as you bob and weave and fight and dance with them, they speed up. Phase 2, they're a little faster, more frantic. If you lose the beat, you're going to take a ton of damage. You have to look for specific patterns to have even time to heal. And then, once you make it past there, they've always attacked together. But now, the rhythm is even faster than it was before, but they no longer attack together. They've been separated, and you have to deal with one, then the other, then one, then the other.
Okay, so we're going to be switching videos midway through, because, I was kind of wrong. He's actually praising the game a lot more than he's being mean to the game. Here. This video is by Why Not Levin, and he reviewed to this first video right here. I watched it. I started to watch it a little bit, and then I realized, oh, he just never uses. He literally puts one image on the screen of Silksong and then never changes it. And it's just that one image. And he just rants about it. And he calls you a low-life loser. And it's definitely, wrong. Why Silksong actually sucks. Okay. Review. Xbox Game Pass. Oh, it's bad when they have a cringy intro. Oh god, wait. Oh god. It's
Well,
bad.
just when you thought it was safe to go back in the Game Pass, Team Cherry drops on us Hollow Knight Silksong, the sequel to the award-stealing Hollow Knight from 2018. Why they've been working on this game long enough, you would think it would have maybe some features that the original didn't. Online co-op? Nope.
A single-player 2D Metroidvania. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything in the trailers that said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna add co-op for Hollow Knight Silksong because they wanted that"? You think about other games like Dark Souls. Like, the thing that I hated about Dark Souls is it didn't have online co-op, or Super Metroid. I hated that game because it didn't have freaking co-op.
4K? Not really.
4K? 4K? Are you kidding me? A 2D Metroidvania. 4K. I wish Metroid 1 was 4K Ultra HD ray tracing. What?
Really looks like 1080p to me. Oh, but it's 120 hertz. Not really. It's hand-drawn animation, so they didn't have really enough animation frames. And at $20, I suppose it's really just DLC to Hollow Knight. That stands on its own.
Okay, so it was so first of all, it was going to be DLC, and then it has more than quadruple the content of Hollow Knight, and it's only 7 gigs. It's only 7 gigs.
Like that new, what is it? The RoboCop that's kind of like Dread. So,
oh god, not.
kind of like that new, what is
this
the
guy doing?
RoboCop that's kind of like Dread.
What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing?
Silksong puts you in the role of Hornet, the Nub's sister, so I'm told in the lore. Yeah, but, well, she's taken captive in some cutscene you saw more than 5 years ago, and escape, and now she's in a land where she's fighting bug creatures with skull heads or whatever. The same thing. Now, you thought the combat in Hollow Knight was repetitive? Just slashing away at basic foes? Well...
not really. I'm streaming right now, but the video form will have a video of a little clip of me fighting Pure Vessel and show you it's not slashing away.
Yeah, the basic mobs here are pretty much the same thing.
Oh, he's talking about basic mobs. Okay. He's talking about basic mobs, and then you realize in Hunter's March, the area that he's talking about, if you go into the next room to the right, up those little pumpkin-looking things, then you will find actually pretty complex enemies that you have to learn their movesets, or you will die. What is he doing?
Here are pretty much the same thing.
What is he doing? Bro, you're just bad at the game.
Oh yeah, all the ability.
You're just bad at the game. And you're calling it a bad game just because you're really bad at it. This is the stupidest review I've seen.
Hornet had in the previous game, screw that. Oh, it promises acrobatic combat, but...
Because it has that. Throw up a clip of... Who do we want? Lost Lace. Throw up a clip of Lost Lace. Did I say that this video will have a lot of spoilers? No. Okay, sorry. Wow. Taking damage on contact in this game is sadistic. Okay, I can kind of defend this one. Contact damage is stupid. If they have double contact damage, something that must happen is that they a part of their moveset is their body. So that's reasonable if they have double contact damage if they have a move that uses basically their entire body. But one contact damage is it's fine. Why wouldn't... What if Grandmother Silk had contact damage? What would you do then?
Well, She has a diagonal jump kick type thing, except you're
Oh my god, he's so bad at the game. Oh my god, it pains me.
going to want to be really careful about how you implement this.
I'm so glad this is an easy video to react to because I'm bad at reacting to videos. Oh my god, this is so easy to react to. He's so stupid. What do you...
Because half the time she'll turn around.
That's because you're playing on a controller, an Xbox Game Pass. Maybe if you bought it on PC and then tried it on PC, you might like it better. Maybe try it on PC. Also, it's only $20 for this giant game. How many hours did you play it, though?
So, once again, you are underpowered fighting guys. You have no business fighting. Oh, but you're supposed to learn from the experience, right? And then, what do?
Yeah. How far did he even get to Act 2? I guarantee he didn't get to Act 2. The two clips we've seen him doing are both... I'm pretty sure they're both in Hunter's March.
When you die...
Which is a very early game area.
Oh, you got your silk over there, and you got to go retrieve it, or you lost all of your currency. And if you went somewhere you're not supposed to go, screw you. Because you have to go back and get it anyway. This game will drive you up a wall.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, no, he's at his, little conference. He's at his conference thing. Okay, wait a second. I can't call Desmond. Because he would be entertained watching this.
In fact, it's pretty safe to assume that all school shootings for the remainder of the 2020s will manifest from Hollow Knight Silksong. So,
What? What did this guy just say? That's not a joke. If this video is like satire or anything, that's not a joke to say. That's not funny. Joking about school shootings because of a game is not funny. You're not funny. Don't say this. This is truly the worst review of Hollow Knight Silksong. And he just put an AI image of the knight having a shotgun out of school. Is that a shotgun? Probably not. That's musket, I think. I don't know. Clayton knows a lot about guns.
oh, Team Cherry, I hope you like having blood on your hands.
Oh my god. Did he even hear about what happened to Seth? Like, Team Cherry is so nice that they helped a cancerous patient make their own boss in Hollow Knight Silksong. It is actually in my top 5 bosses. It's one of the best bosses in the game. It has theatrical music. It has incredible design. You can go find him in other places, and then you have to beat him at the flea caravan in the flea mini games. Like, are you stupid?
Because it's not just enough to die in a room where all of a sudden some Indian guy, map maker, wants to help you, but
Indian guy, the map maker. Indian? Bro.
he slows down the frame rate, and then the
He
screen's pausing and you can't stay alive. You gotta spend 30 minutes getting back there every single time you die. And you're gonna die.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude.
A lot.
Okay, that's very true. Yes, you're gonna die a lot. But it's a part of the game. It's a Souls-like experience, and that was just...
Night 1 of streaming made a lot of progress, so I felt things were going okay. And then it hits you, just night 2. You know, you just took down a pretty tough boss, but he didn't have a name, so maybe he was a new boss. And then you're ready to go, night 2, you're about 3 hours in, and you just can't get anywhere. Because we decided early in this game to implement Path of Pain 2.0. I did not struggle with Path of Pain like this.
No way he's talking about Hunter's March and comparing it to Path of Pain. How would this guy react when trying to get to the surface? Oh my god, that took me a long time. Getting to the surface took me a long time. I did it because I didn't rage and just go, yeah, this game is too hard. This is Path of Pain in the first 3 hours of the game. Okay, I just accidentally muted it. But that was just a skill issue. What did you just do? You just didn't even down pogo. You just... Great idea, giving us this section without a double jump or simple air parry. Okay. Double jump. You get it late game. Hollow Knight, you get it late game. Why would you get a double jump early? Like, in this type of game, in Hollow Knight, you're supposed to, it's a hard game. It's supposed to be a hard game. It's supposed to have hard platforming sections. Just for normal stuff. But dude, this is an optional area. He finally did it! Yay! Oh, and now he's gonna die to the fly guy. Okay.
And just putting mobs on little platforms where you're getting knocked back to your death repeatedly. Oh, but you...
Okay, actually, this is a good point. I don't really like that they put flying enemies in hard platforming sections, but honestly, that's just part of the game. If you are this bad at the game that you literally can't, quite literally, just lure the guy, whatever the flying enemy is, down to a safe area and then kill it and then move on with the platforming, then you're an idiot trying to do it while he's attacking you. You're stupid.
You have more mass than them and you're slashing away with your needle. What good does it do? Because they're coming in and they know you can't avoid getting hit.
Oh my god,
Then there's the thorn, so you miss the jump, you're fighting the guy. Then you get back to fighting with your new boyfriend and you get killed again because you can't keep track of what's happening on the screen. The animation...
Fighting with your new boyfriend? What?
Looks like it's dropping frames and you just die. Oh my god. Oh, but this is the game everybody's looking forward to. It's the GTA 6 of indie games. If this is the GTA 6 of indie games, I hope the actual GTA 6 is the GTA 6 of GTA 6s.
That was a really bad joke. I've no... Why is he staring at me like he's gonna lick me? Why is he staring at me like he's gonna lick me? I'm sorry, he just looks so ridiculous right now in this frame. But, okay, the GTA 6 of GTA 6s. Not funny. Bad joke.
Because truth be told, Hollow Knight Silksong is way worse than one could have expected. Not only does it not feel like a sequel, it's DLC where you just play as a new character. But not even a new character. It's like when you beat a game back in the day and it was like, okay, you beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you get to play Splinter. It's like that. It's like, okay, a character whose sprite's already in the game, now you get to be them. Does she have a tactical roll, slide, anything? Look, I played through Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. It was great. Just jumping and slashing, taking down guys, moving through the stage. Quickly. Here, it's just punishing. You just have long spans to travel as punishment. It's the entire game. That's supposed to be what the game is about. Why did you get Hollow Knight Silksong before thinking, oh crap, I'm gonna have to do a lot of walking? Attrition for playing this game. Even when there's no enemies, you just, okay, fine, I'll walk. Oh, yeah. And compelling gameplay right here, guys.
This isn't a good example of gameplay of Silksong.
I feel like I'm on freaking crazy pills here. Team Cherry brought nothing new to the table. Well, they didn't even hire voice actors. I'm over here having to voice all the damn characters myself for the 3 people watching.
Oh, ferocious, yeah.
Oh my god. He's complaining about the characters not having voices. Whenever you talk to a character, they'll normally say something in this bug language. And every single one of them has this, by the way. Every single one. They did it in Hollow Knight too. It's insane.
Intimidating. Yours is no pilgrim spirit. You're the bearer of a hunter.
Are those her boobs hanging down here? Like, what's happening over here with the bug shell lady?
Oh god.
I promised them a Matthew McConaughey impression, and I didn't even get to an NPC that looked like a McConaughey. Alright. Where other games have accessibility features, Team Cherry says the quote from Heather Chandler.
Fuck me gently with the chainsaw.
Fast.
I don't even know what to say. Oh, you're gonna complain about fast travel. Yay.
Travel. You gotta go to a specific spot. That's gonna cost you all the currency that you lost going somewhere you shouldn't have been. Oh, you want to save? Screw you. Find a park bench. Oh, well, it's way over there and you have no health. Well, go jump in a thorn. Screw it. Silksong may actually be even worse than the original Hollow Knight.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Hollow Knight was 700 megabytes with so much content. And then Silksong it's 7 gigabytes with so much content. And better content. I like Hollow Knight Silksong much better than Hollow Knight.
What score I gave the original, it's a traumatic experience, and your brain blocks that stuff out. But I know this much. I give Hollow Knight Silksong, especially as played on the Xbox Series X, which is probably no different than any other version. If it says, oh, you don't get 4K over here because there's really not a performance or a quality mode, it all looks a little bit washed out, a little stuttery. A 2.5 out of 10.
Hey, it's Vaughn's mom again, and I just want to remind you that for at least the moment, the like button is free.
No, bro, what? I want to see the comments. You're going to think I'm trolling, but I did make you wait years for a game with no new ideas. I didn't throw you into a labyrinth with no directions. I didn't goad you into retracing your steps to get your shade just to laugh at you, failing again and again. Team Cherry are the real trolls. Complaints about being too slow. Most of the gameplay consists of Hunter's March, an optional area whose entrance is literally 10 feet away from the room where you get the ability to dash and sprint. This is either masterful rage bait or next level awful gameplay. Either way, I applaud. Wait, is this the same guy that rated a minor's Discord with inappropriate images because he got criticized over his Hollow Knight video? Okay, wait a second. Let's see this. Complains about diagonal down attack. Shows Wanderer's Crest a minute later. For real. Slow combat. No swift step. Path of Pain 2.0. Hunter's March. Struggled for 3 hours instead of coming back later. Did she have a tactical roll, slide, anything? Ignores swift step, being dashing, sprinting, ignores claw line, ignores fade down cloak. They didn't even hire voice actors. The 3-man dev team working for 7 years on a project, having to spend money to voice all the characters in even one language would be a waste of money. It would. You can't fast travel or save from whatever you want. The game would be worse if it was. That would trivialize exploration. This review is a skill issue entirely created by being mad that you weren't prepared for Hunter's March and too prideful to come back later. So this guy really explains it. This guy explains it really good. who sued a minor for calling out his review of Hollow Knight before getting out of Forgotten Crossroads. That guy? Wait, what did he say? Oh my god, what did he say? Yeah, it's him. Guy's a loser. Never sued her. Okay, but apparently you raided the minor's Discord, and then you said, the like button is free. Okay. And you know that this guy is so stupid. Well, that's the end of it.